Patriot Prepper here. This is coronavirus week 1. I'm not going to try and pretend to tell you the best way to stay safe with this virus. My expertise is in prepping. I've been doing it a while. I liquidated as much cash as I could, not 401k or anything like that, but just in the banks and stuff that I could get my hands on real quick. And I don't keep a lot of liquid cash at the bank, in that it's either in stocks or something else. And I've been riding that ride for a while, so I'll stay on there. But with all the hysteria and hype going on, I pulled out quite a bit of cash money. And I went to a store and they were just in a panic. People just buying whatever. And I just needed to stock up on my meds. That was one thing I was in short supply on. And I asked my doctor about getting some strong antibiotics, and he didn't want to do it at first. And I told him, I said, Doc, I said, if I need them, I don't want to have to go searching for them or try to steal them. And he finally agreed, and he gave me a prescription for a large dose of antibiotics, and I've got those. And I've got my maintenance drugs too, which I can half those, and he agreed with that. And so I'm good on medications. That was my one shortcoming. Of course, you didn't know, and the way this was transpiring, I went in and took care of that and got all my animals food. So I'm good on animals. About the only thing I worry about is the hogs. But if it comes down to it, I can go kill a few geese and toss to them, and they can eat a couple of geese every day, and that'll suffice them. And probably won't put much weight on them, but I'll keep them alive. And I was talking with a friend of mine on the phone, and she's not a prepper by any means, but she said, oh, the grocery stores will be full. And I said, they aren't full now. And I said, you're going to get these hot spots where drivers will refuse to deliver in there. So you're going to have to try and drive out from there to get groceries, hopefully. And even the big box stores, they're having problems keeping stuff. And toilet paper, if you can find toilet paper, you can consider yourself lucky. Just so happened, I checked my stock, and I didn't even attempt to even look for any. I've got enough toilet paper to last me. And this evidently is a viral flu. You don't get diarrhea with it, but I guess people figured if they had to stay home that long, they wouldn't have toilet paper. Of course, you can always use washcloths and jump in the shower and clean that washcloth while you're in the shower, and after you do your business. But this is ground zero, folks. This is what we've been training for our whole lives. And I paid up my light bill for a little while, my phone bill for a little while. So other than that, I'm pretty good, except for my auto insurance. I hadn't got that bill yet, and I'll figure out something on it when that time comes. And being able to actually do the transaction and get it there. And with it having as few human interactions as possible, I've narrowed that down too. I had a friend of mine who was going to help me with my truck, and I just canceled that. I said, no, don't worry about it. I said, we'll get it at a later date. I just don't want to be around anybody, because he's got kids, so you figure exponentially he's got 4 kids, and how many youngins have around them, touched them, and I don't like those odds. But I would get as much cash money as you can safely have on you in your house, because that will make a difference. I don't need anything. I've got food. I've got plenty of water. I've got running water. I don't like drinking my water, so I've got bottled water, and I've got beer and stuff like that. If you're going to be batting down, you might as well be able to have you a couple of beers and enjoy it. My one saving grace is I live in the country, and I really don't have any direct neighbors. And what neighbors I do have, they're pretty good. And we kind of halfway look out for each other. So then there's that. But I think come down to a crisis, we could block our road off and keep anybody out and have that going on. But this is something that we hadn't been through before. And the closest thing to it was the polio and the Spanish flu. And they didn't have the information that we have to deal with this or the history of those specific events to deal with it in the future sense that we have. So stay alert and prepared, my fellow Patriots. Patriot Prepper out.